Hi. In today's video, we are going to discuss about different layers in MSA, which is called microservices architecture, which will be a part of TOGAF. So as we all know, whenever we are implementing application development in reference to the IT itself is concerned, earlier we are using SOA, which is called service-oriented architecture. Later on, nowadays, we are moving towards service-oriented, we are moving towards microservices architecture, where different companies like cloud-based companies like Azure, AWS, Cloud, Google, right? So different cloud service providers are implementing microservices architecture when they are developing cloud solutions. In part of that, whenever they are implementing microservices architecture, they need to define and they have to implement a framework where generally TOGAF is the one, which is something majorly connected more with. So hence, majorly when we talk about MSA references architecture, which majorly focused on identifying the kind of implementation as well as design to meet the requirement for a specific business needs. At the same time, it is also focusing on enterprise integration, wherein by earlier to understand the service-oriented architectures, all that. In reference to that, there are different layers normally we use in MSA, which are considered as follows. The first one is called operational systems layer, which majorly focusing on the programs and as well as data of operational systems of the enterprises, whatever we are using, wherein this is a new and existing infrastructure which needed a support from SOA solutions, all that. At the same time, when it comes to microservices components layer, whatever the each of the component which provides implementation realization for a microservice or operational on a microservice. At the same time, it binds the microservices contract to the implementation of the services in operation systems layer. Now, when it comes to microservices layer, which their description, contracts, and policies of the containers that contains the microservices components, all these things are comes under microservices layer. Along with this, when we talk about microservices, the kind of programs that supports the application of the rules and operational procedures, etc., will becomes under this category. Next one, when we talk about business process layer, where the compositions in which business process and as well as other business process and services are included in it. Followed by this, the kind of relation between a particular ABF and implementation by the services, which required the kind of business processes what we use, especially when we are going for MSA implementation, all that. Now, when we see about consumer interface layer, which majorly focuses on understanding about the kind of programs by which users interface to the microservices, all that. When it comes to integration layer, which majorly communicates between other building blocks, including messaging or messaging transformation or complex event processings, microservice composition, service discoveries, all these things. Now, when it comes to the service composition under integration layer, which can be taken place at the application layer, but not majorly to understand is not in the MSA, which is of microservices architecture, all that. Now, when we talk about quality of service layer, which monitor and manage of quality services of the architected systems, which including the performance, reliability, availability, scalability, security, manageability, all that. The next one about information layer, which majorly focusing on managing analysis and interpreting and transformation of the data. But last but not least, when it comes to the governance layer, which majorly focusing on the governance rules and procedures, whatever we need to follow. Followed by this, the microservices and as well as programs that supports the application of the rules, as well as the operations of the procedure. All these things are comes under different layers in microservices architecture, especially whenever we are working on MSA architecture, when we are using in applications, whenever we are working on TOGAF framework. This is all about this video. If you have any questions, if you have any queries, please reach out to the contact details, which will be posted in below to this video. Thank you.